All right, sorry about that. I had a little computer trouble, so had to restart the computer here. And now I'm going to do two separate videos. So hopefully you're catching up from the first one. I want you to make a quick change here. The whole 2/3 equals the long piece, and add a fourth equation that the whole times the 1/3 should equal the short piece. So now I'm going to take a look at this next one. PT, this whole thing, is equal to 9. So if I multiply that by 2/3, I'll get the long piece. If I multiply it by 1/3, I'll get the short. Sometimes you can just figure it out. What would a third of 9 be? So what times 3 equals 9? That would be 3. So my short would be 3. Then we also know short times 2 equals our long. So our long piece would be 3 times 2, which is 6. So you'll see I have 6, 3, whole thing is 9. The next one here says that SV is 2.5, which is here. That's definitely our short piece. VR would be our long, and then the whole thing would be this whole piece SR. So short, long, whole. Okay, so if I multiply the short piece times 2, I will get my long. So 2.5 times 2 gives me 5. And if I add those together, I'll get my whole piece. 2.5 and 5 gives me 7.5. Okay, and our last thing here is finding the coordinates of a centroid. So if this is very similar to the midpoint formula, it's almost identical except we have 3 points rather than 2. So if triangle ABC is at these 3 coordinates for points A, B, and C, we're going to use this formula right here to find the coordinates of the centroid. So what I would do is label these x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. So this is point 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just going to plug them into this formula. So my centroid would equal, I'm going to add my x's together and divide by 3. So x1 is 3, x2 is 2, x3 is 3, and I'm going to divide by 3 for my x value of my centroid. I'm going to add all the y's together and divide by 3. So y1 is 1, y2 is 2, and y3 is 5, and divide by 3 for my y value of my centroid. So now I'm going to do the math out here. 3 and 2 is 5, plus 3 is 8 over 3. This is also going to give me 8 over 3. Now, I could leave it as this. This is my centroid because 8 divided by 3 is not going to give me a whole number. It's not going to give me a pretty number. It's going to give me a decimal, so I would rather you leave it in fraction form. So that would be your coordinates of your centroid. And the last term here is the orthocenter, which is the point where the altitudes intersect. So these are all my altitudes, and they intersect right at this middle point, which is our orthocenter. And I'm not sure on your paper, but mine is a little cut off here. Just going to check if it's cut off on your paper too. Okay, it seems as though yours is cut off too. Okay, so that is it. So we have our centroid, our orthocenter. Okay, and then on the first page, we have our concurrent lines, points of concurrency, circumcenter, and incenter. So the main things we'll be dealing with here is that circumcenter, incenter, centroid, and orthocenter. All right, hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow so we can review this and you can ask any questions you need.